Okay, are we gonna have any? I can say something that's probably not gonna pay attention. Folks, just a reminder, our messenger race is gonna be starting in a few minutes. So in a few minutes, we're gonna be seeing a lot of the messengers in the Swiss CMC competition coming by here. So I want to remind all of our spectators to exercise extreme caution when entering the street. Once again, that street is going to be an active race course very shortly. So if you are watching this event, please exercise caution when crossing the street as the messenger race is about to start and there will be racers on that course. All right, so we are at 4 minutes to go, folks. 4 minutes to go, and the score is still 2-0, with Team Dandelion having the clear standout lead against Team Fitzekatzen. Still time to change that, however, the opportunities are disappearing quickly. Hard drive from Fitzekatzen without really anyone there to receive it. Whoa, that was an interesting wheel move. Ooh, close, but not quite. All right, just under 3 minutes remaining, folks. Just under 3 minutes, and we are still 2-0, Team Dandelion. Just reminding once again, our next team will be Team Polo-Schnagli and Team Bouquet Final. Polo-Schnagli and Bouquet Final, you will be up next. We've only got about 2.5 minutes to go, so Bouquet Final and Polo-Schnagli, you should be here, ready to go. We're gonna start you as soon as we wrap this one. All right, that's the 2-minute mark, folks. We've got 2 minutes left to go. 2 minutes left to go with the score still 2-0, Team Dandelion. This is Team Fitzekatzen's last opportunities to make a difference here and put a point or multiple points on the board before the clock runs out. We are at 1.5 minutes left to go here, folks. 1.5 minutes. All right, that puts us at 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go, folks. We are now in the final minute. 1 minute to go here. Still 2-0, still Team Dandelion over Team Fitzekatzen. Once again today, we've seen a lot of things happen in the final moments, so anything could happen, but we are still at 2-0 as we approach 30 seconds remaining, 30 seconds. Ooh, hard swing by Fitzekatzen. We are at 15 seconds remaining. And that'll be 10. And that'll be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Team Dandelion 2-0 over Team Fitsikatsen. Thank you. Nice work. Happy to have both those teams out here. It's their first match. Won't be their last though. If we can get Team Polo Schnagli and Team Bouquet Final out on the course. And then just a quick reminder to Fitsikatsen and Dandelion, we do need you to ref. We need you to ref. We need 2 refs up here. We also do somewhat need some refs near the goals. Once again, folks, we do need some refs at the goals. We've had a bit of trouble making some calls, so we really need some folks from these concluding teams to watch us at the goals here.
So wel ref.
All right, so to be honest, I think we might want to put the yellow vests on. It's going to be kind of hard to call this. Maybe we can get Team Polo Schnagli or Team Bouquet Final, either one, to put on the white vests. I mean the yellow vests, my goodness. All right, is Team who's gonna do the yellow vests? Team Polo Schnagli? Okay, great. Polo Schnagli is gonna be in yellow. So it's officially been called. Polo Schnagli is gonna wear the yellow vests. We, let's see, you need one? Yep, great, all right. All right, we've got our board zeroed out. We're just looking for our captains. All right, if we can get, I think we need to get a ball in play there. Do we have a ball on court? We do, can we get that? We've got 2 balls on court. Maybe we could get just one. We really only need one. Rita, can you maybe return that ball to us? Okay, Rita's gonna center that ball, and we're gonna get this other one back here, perfect. Wow, we've got 3. What is going on here? Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, that was my bad. You got it? All right, if we can get our teams to their respective corners. We've got Team Bouquet Final on the left, Team Polo Schnagli on the right. We got our clock zeroed. Only about 5 minutes behind schedule. All right, waiting on our refs to call it. Polo Schnagli. And we're off, the clock starts. Ooh, that was a hard drive out the gate, but white swung at best. All right, I just want to send a quick reminder for our next round. We're gonna have Team Sophie Hu and Team Fitsikatsen. So just a reminder, Team Sophie Hu, Team Fitsikatsen, you will be up next. That's about a 14:20 start time. Once again, Team Sophie Hu, Team Fitsikatsen up next, approximately 14:20. Oof. had a few hard swings here, but nothing particularly close to any goals. Looks like two teams just sussing out each other's techniques and capabilities at the moment. Have found that some early goals usually give someone a clear advantage if they manage to make them in the first minute or two before the teams have sufficient time to suss out each other's techniques and capabilities. But it looks like, got a bit of a foot down, but close to a tap-in point for Team Polish Nagli. A lot of activity behind that Bouquet Final goal, but those players are attempting to move that ball out onto the opposing side of the court. Hard swing, but a deflection by Polish Nagli. All right, folks, that's just about 2 minutes in here, so we've got about 14 minutes remaining. No points as of yet, no goals scored. We still got a long way to go. We'll see what happens here. All right, folks, 13 minutes to go. Still waiting to see how this round shakes out. We got a lot of folks clustered up behind that Polish Nagli goal, but the ball does keep changing hands. Possession of it has not been consistent. Still waiting to see as these two teams work out and suss out each other's techniques here. Who's going to come out on top? We got some good calculated mallet work here, but have yet to see any of those goal deliveries really follow through. It's been a bit of a consistent pattern in recent matches. A lot of time and attention focused on possession, and then a little bit of a lack of consistency around those shots here. But with persistence comes results. And Team Bouquet Final switches out a rider. Hard swing, but wide nonetheless by Bouquet Final. And Polish Nagli switches out a rider as they take the offense with the ball possession and attempt to move it down court. A swing and a miss. Bouquet Final picks that ball out of the corner on their goal end. Once again, this match, we've seen a lot of ball control up and down the court, and then it change hands pretty quickly. See if either of these teams can bring a little bit more cohesion towards their goal attempts. See if we get some points on the board here. All right, just about 10 minutes left to go. 10 minutes left to go. We are still 0-0 on the board, still waiting for either team, Bouquet Final or team Polish Nagli, to put some points on the board. Ooh, hard swing. Well aimed, to be honest, but deflected by Polish Nagli. So far, the most focused goal attempt we've seen in this particular match. But unfortunately, Bouquet Final was not able to deliver, as Polish Nagli put some pressure with that ball possession behind the Bouquet Final goal post. Nailed it. If it will, I will.
Only if you score.
All right, folks. Once again, we're seeing a lot of ball possession changing hands. Wait to see how this shakes out, as we have still no goals scored in this particular match as we close out the first half here. Oh, was that a goal? All right. First point on the board, Bouquet Final. Now 1-0 as we close off the first half of the match. We now have 8 minutes remaining, 8 minutes left to go. Bouquet Final now leads 1 point, 1-0 over Polish Nagli. Did somebody call a timeout? All right. Nope, not calling timeout. All right, we're live. So folks, we are now into our second half. We've got about 7 minutes, 45 seconds of clock time left. Score is 1-0, Bouquet Final. Just a friendly reminder to all of our spectators, the messenger race has either started or is just about to start. So there's going to be a lot of racers on that street behind you on course. Coming around this corner, please exercise caution. So to all of our spectators, please be very careful when crossing the street. That street is now an active race course. Just once again, to all of our spectators, the street and corner behind us is now an active race course. Please be very careful. Please watch out for racers. Now less than 7 minutes to go. Ooh, hard swing, 2 swings. Very close, but not quite. Bouquet Final. Excellent attempt here, but Polish Nagli picks up the ball, moves it down court. Oh! Fucking nailed it. Polish Nagli, first goal, brings us to a 1-1. We are now tied at 1-1 with just over 6 minutes left to go. Anything could happen.
Rita, that's a warning, okay? You have to let us know you're ready. Rita?
Rita.
You have to let us know you're ready, okay? Otherwise that's a penalty.
All right. Finally, this particular match is starting to heat up a bit, though we've now got less than 6 minutes left to go. So now at a tied score, now at an even 1-1, we'll see how this plays out. All right, so once again, just a reminder, our next teams up will be Team Sophie Hu and Team Fitzekatzen. So once again, Team Sophie Hu and Team Fitzikotson, you are up next. Just be aware, match start time there is planned for 14:20. We'll probably start just after that. All right, 5 minutes, 5 minutes remaining here in this particular match. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes. Ooh, hard swing by Team Polish Nagli, but no luck as of yet. A swing and a miss as we approach. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. We are still 1-1. Oddly enough, we have yet to end a match with a tie so far today. Curious to see if this turns out the same, if one of our teams will manage to put another point on the board before we round out what is now less than the final 4 minutes here. So. We've got a little bouquet final rider switch. Very quick and efficient as their team maintains possession of that ball. Drives it down court. Another swing, but not quite well aimed enough to drive it home. Oh, what is that? Nope, not quite. And we've got a ride. The one bouquet final rider needs to tap back in. All right. 3 minutes, 3 minutes remaining, 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes. So once again, to all of our spectators, another friendly reminder. The street behind you is now a race course. The street behind you and this corner is now an active race course for a messenger race. So please exercise caution when you are crossing that street. We will continuously have riders passing through at a race pace. Please exercise caution, be careful when crossing the street. Thank you. Okay, folks, we are at 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go, and we are still at a 1-1 tie. Surprisingly enough, we have yet to have a match end with a tie. There's always an opportunity for a first, but we'll see what happens here. With less than 2 minutes remaining, we are tied evenly. Team Bouquet Final and Team Polish Nagli, each struggling. Ooh. Got a little bit of a rider crash there. We got one down from each team. See what the refs are gonna call here. Wow, that is a bit of a pretzel. Is everybody okay? Got a bit of a pause here. That looked quite painful. Calling a timeout. All right, tracking. So just as a reminder, our timeouts are 1 minute, so we're about halfway through, unless the refs decide to extend that briefly, which we might. All right, folks, we're just taking a bit of a pause here. We had a bit of an injury, so holding here for a moment or two before we resume play. All right, it looks like we are gonna field our remaining riders. All right, about 30 seconds to go. If we can get our remaining competing riders out here and ready to go, and to their respective court sides, we need to get this moving along. Unfortunately, as we do have a limited amount of time. All right, can we get our teams to their respective sides? Do we need to get that ball centered? All right. All right, and we're starting that clock back up. Got a little less than a minute and a half left to go. Once again, we are still tied 1-1. So, well, frankly, anything could happen. As previously mentioned, we have yet to have a match end in a draw so far today, although there is a first time for everything. Not sure where that went, but it's fucking gone. 1 minute to go. All right, starting that clock back up. Now less than a minute remaining of clock time for this match. All right. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds remaining. Not much time left. 20 seconds remaining. That'll be 15 seconds to go. And we are at 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. That's the first draw of the day. A 1-1. Bouquet Final and Polo Schnagli. Thank you, folks. Thank you for that. Thank you for bearing with us. So we had a bit of an injury here. All right, up next, we've got Sophie Hu and Fitzakatzen up next. And a reminder to Polo Schnagli and Bouquet Final, we do need refs from your teams, please. Pretty please. Can't do it without refs. All right, I don't think we need to use the best this round. We got Sophie Hu in the blue jerseys, Fitzakatzen in the black shirts. I think that should be sufficient for our purposes. All right, can we get Maybe hand off one of these balls over here and get that other ball centered and ready to go. All right, folks, we do need to get things moving. We are significantly behind schedule now. All right, looks like we get that ball centered, so perhaps Team Sophie, who can give us that second ball here? Thank you, sir. All right, if we can get each team to their respective corners, please. So we got Team Sophie Hu over here on the left in the home position. Team Fitzekatsin to the right in the guest position. Yep, another ball. Nope, we're doing it that way? Okay. Are you guys good on the positions? I think it's opposite of what it's supposed to be. Okay, that's fine. All right. We got the ball centered. Our refs are ready. Our teams are ready. Hand it over to the ref to kick us off. All right, and we're good. 16 minutes on the clock. Team Fitzekatsin, Team Sophie Hu. Switch positions on us, but that's okay. We can make adjustments. So this is the second match for both of these teams as we make our way into the afternoon group of competition here. We'll be curious to see how this match shakes out. Haven't had enough match time to really gauge what the consistency of performance is for any of these afternoon round teams, but I'm sure we'll get a feel for that soon. Oh, hard drive by Sophie Hu, but unfortunately no luck in landing that goal. Well positioned though. Ooh, and a goal by Sophie Hu in only the second minute here. So we are 1-0, Sophie Hu. So we have seen a consistent pattern here today that the first couple minutes of a match provide slightly easier opportunities to score goals on your opponents as they're still sussing one another out. We'll see if they can hold this lead or what will happen from here. And the game is back on and we have 14 minutes left on the clock. So just 2 minutes down, 1 goal so far. Sophie Hu in the lead. Ooh, good attempt there by Fitzekatsin. Unable to sink it though. The ball changes hands and we got a bit of a foul here. But let's tap back in. And the game is back on. Ooh, Fitzekatsin really applying pressure on Sophie Hu's goal, but we'll see here. Oh! Sophie Hu left that open and Fitzekatsin sunk it. We're now at 1-1 with less than 13 minutes left to go in this match. Moving along rather quickly. Truth be told, this is about the fastest paced match we've seen in a bit today. So we are now tied 1-1, Sophie Hu Fitzekatsen, as both teams battle for possession of this ball. Both starting to really kind of focus their goal attempts here. Accuracy of the shots starting to become oh, and Sophie Hu between the wheels of the goalie, bringing that score up to 2-1. Sophie Hu in the lead with just under 12 minutes to go here. So only a bit into our first half, and we've already got 3 points on the board with Sophie Hu in the lead. So once again, a cautionary reminder to our spectators that the messenger race is currently active. The road and street behind us, that corner, is an active race course. Please use caution when crossing that street. Once again, that road is now an active race course. Please be careful. All right, with 11 minutes to go. I'll be done in like... All right, now's a good time to remind our next match teams. We've got Team Dandelion and Team With Pleasure. So once again, Team Dandelion and Team With Pleasure will be up next. We're running a little bit behind schedule. That was scheduled for a 14:40 start. Realistically, we'll probably be about 5 minutes out of that. After that, 14:45 or so. So we've got about 10 minutes left on the clock for this match. But once again, that is Team Dandelion and Team With Pleasure will be up next. If you're on those teams, just take warning. All right, we are still at 2-1 with Team Sophie Hu in the lead and 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go in this match, folks.
I know a couple guys in the Bay. I'm not sure about they are. Like, I haven't been like, I know most of the guys in the Bay. The only guy I know for sure who's like, if he's not
All right, folks, just under 9 minutes to go, and we are still at 2-1. Oh, make that 3-1 now. Sophie Hu with another goal, knocking that lead up with a 2-point spread. 3-1 Sophie Hu, less than 9 minutes to go, so we're dangerously close to the second half of this match. Sophie Hu establishing, slowly but surely, a strong and dominant lead. And the game is back on. Some smooth passing there by Team Fitzekatsen, but really struggling to drive home those goals there, with Team Sophie Hu providing some strong defense when necessary. Wow, that was a wide swing. All right, folks, we are now clearly into the second half of the match with less than 8 minutes to go. Still Team Sophie Hu, 3-1, well in the lead here. Still time for Fitzekatsen to bring it back and put some more points on the board, but they will have to have to tighten things up a bit in order to do so. Got some nice mallet work by Sophie Hu as they make another goal attempt. Not quite able to sink that, a little bit wide. But still using that opportunity to maintain control of the ball and keep it in the opponent's into the court. Ooh, another strong swing, not quite sunk. All right, we've got a forced rider sub here, and we are just under 7 minutes left. So just about 6 and some change left to go. Team Fitsikatsen struggling a bit to get that ball out and away from their goal. Looking to maintain possession of it on the opposite side of the court, but Team Sophie Hu picks it back up again. And once again, some pretty impressive trading of ball control here. Some interlocking mallets as the teams shuffle back and forth between possession and position of that ball. All right, now less than 6 minutes remaining here. Less than 6 minutes remaining in this match. Team Sophie Hu still in the lead, 3-1. Ooh, nice cross curve attempt from behind the goal from Sophie Hu, but not quite able to sink it as the ball moves back into their side of the court. Although questionable who actually has possession of it at the moment. Team Sophie Hu driving. We've now got less than 5 minutes remaining, folks. Less than 5 minutes remaining as Team Fitsikatsen swaps out a rider. And the game is back on. Oof. Unfortunately, we got 2 riders down here, 1 from each team here, as they both move to mount back up and either tap back in or trade out. Looks like Sophie Hu's gonna trade out a rider. All right, 4 minutes remaining, folks. 4 minutes remaining, still at a strong lead, 3-1, Team Sophie Hu. As the ball is concentrated around the Fitsikatsen goal, we'll see how this plays out. Starting to see what appears to be a little bit of rider fatigue here as we move on through these consecutive matches here. These folks are really forced to push it for 16 minutes at a time, multiple times. All right, that's 3 minutes left on the clock. 3 minutes left as Sophie Hu drives that ball down court. A wide swing, not quite able to sink it yet again, but still maintaining a strong lead, 3-1, Team Sophie Hu. Oof. We got a Sophie Hu rider down, and he taps back in. Team Fitzacatsen with a fast drive towards the Sophie Hu goal. Nice swing, but not quite able to send it through as we approach the 2 minutes remaining mark, folks. 2 minutes left to go in this match, just 2 minutes to go. One and a half minutes, very rapidly counting down the remaining time here. Fitzacatsen with possession of the ball, needing to cross that line in order to get us back and active here. Now let's see if they can make something happen here in our final moments. Just a reminder, up next, we've got Team Dandelion and Team With Pleasure. So Team Dandelion and With Pleasure, like to get you staged here as we only have 1 minute remaining in this match. So Team Dandelion and With Pleasure, you'll be up next. Less than a minute to go. And that'll be 45 seconds remaining of clock time here. 45 seconds. That ball gets hung up against the wall here behind the Fitzacatsen goal, with both teams struggling to control it. Now less than 30 seconds remaining. Now less than 30 seconds remaining, folks. 20 seconds. And that'll be the 15-second mark. 10 seconds remaining to go here. And we will be at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it. Team Sophie Hu, 3-1 against Fitzacatsen. Excellent effort out there, folks. Team Sophie Hu with the win. All right, so we are looking for Team Dandelion and Team With Pleasure out onto the court. Sophie Hu and Fitzacatsen, we do need you to provide some ref time here for us. All right, so once again, we are looking for bare minimum 2 refs from Sophie Hu and Fitzacatsen. I'm not sure who's making the elections there, but we do need a couple of refs here. I am not certified to referee. All right, folks, Sophie Hu and Fitzacatsen, we do need referees for this round. So it is the responsibility of the concluding teams to provide refs for the following matches. Sophie Hu and or Fitzacatsen, once again, we need referees. Not sure who's taken over that responsibility here. Okay, we got our clock reset. If I can get the extra balls over here, please. We got 3 on court, we only need 1. Have one of our players center one of these balls and get the remaining 2 over here. We're gonna get things started quickly here, folks. Thank you. All right, let's get 1 more ball over here. Let's go ahead and center one of those. Okay, that works. All right. All right, we got both our teams ready. We got Dandelion on the left with Pleasure on the right. Over to our refs. And we go. Clock starts. So we're at the point where we are at the minimum of the second match for each team. So each team has had a chance to get out here, get a feel for the course, but neither team has yet competed against one another. Just about 1 minute in here with each team looking to establish a feel for the other's techniques and weaknesses. Oh, hard drive, very close by Team Dandelion. Just missed that goal post by a couple of inches there. Maybe, let's say, 20 centimeters. Close, but not quite. Team Dandelion really putting the pressure on with Pleasure, maintaining possession of the ball, keeping that in their side of the court. Team Dandelion with an interesting technique. Oh! Turns out keeping that goal wide open was not the best idea. And Team with Pleasure knocks up the first point to bring us at 4-0, Team with Pleasure. 14 minutes to go.
Allez, allez. Bien, Vincent.
So Team Dandelion taking the game on the offense, abandoning that goal, doubling down on their technique here, despite the fact that it cost them mere moments ago. Team with Pleasure takes back control of that ball, driving it down court. Although Team Dandelion seems to have their goal on lock at the moment. And we are now at less than 13 minutes remaining in this match. Still 1-0, Team with Pleasure in the lead. Seems like possession of the ball is changing hands between teams with all the energy focused down here within close proximity of the with Pleasure goal. Let's see who takes control of it ultimately here. Team Dandelion making a strong effort to get that in, but no luck so far. So we are at 12 minutes to go here. 12 minutes to go with that ball still concentrated down and around with Pleasure's goalpost. However, they moving across court quickly. Oof. A wild hit there from the Dandelion team, driving that ball to the opposite end of the court.
Allez, c'est bien.
Interesting techniques here. We've seen both teams drive that ball down to the opposite end of the court without necessarily someone there to take possession of it. Curious to see how that shakes out.
Au milieu là, au milieu. Bien joué. La personne au but. Super, ça Vincent. Allez.
All right, just about 11 minutes to go here, folks. Still with Team with Pleasure, 1-0 lead against Team Dandelion.
Bien joué.
Oof, hard drive, but miscalculated.
Reviens devant.
Not quite on point for Team Dandelion. Team Dandelion leaving their goal open to push an offensive move here. Let's see if this pays off as they drive that ball down into the With Pleasure side of the court. Concentrating most of the attention in and around the goal here.
Attention le but, attention le but.
Team Dandelion keeping that offensive pressure on. Oof. As the riders cluster up around that goal. Let's see if they can make it happen. A little risky leaving their goal completely undefended, but seem to have this offensive maneuver in hand at the moment. Folks, we have now got less than 10 minutes left to go. So we're at about 9.5 minutes. Team with Pleasure, 1-0.
Bonne défense les gars, c'est super. D'un côté.
All right, folks, 9 minutes remaining.
Bien Vincent, bien Vincent. Oui.
Oh, close. Dandelion gambling again with that open goal. Burnt them once, almost again, but not quite. We'll see if that changes their technique here, if they will continue to focus on the offense. They really do need some points here. Right now, the only goal being that first one with Pleasure scored earlier on in the game. Well, the teams are still arguably sussing out each other's strengths and weaknesses here. Team Dandelion unrelenting. No goal? We're waiting for the call from the refs here, whether that goal was valid or not. This is why we need goal refs. Stopping the time here. We got a little bit of contestation about the validity of that goal. Would help if we had some goal side refs. Just gonna wait for a call to be made here to see if that was considered valid or not. All right, so the refs have called it no goal. We are still at 1-0, Team with Pleasure. Quite close, but sounds like in the end, we're not considering that valid. And we're kicking that clock back off here. Starting the clock once again, there we go. Team Dandelion looking to get back in control, dropping a goal once again. A little bit of a wide pass there. All right, just a quick reminder, our next match will be Team Sophie Hu and Team Bouquet Final. So once again, Team Sophie Hu and Team Bouquet Final will be up next. Match is scheduled for 3 p.m. Realistically, that is going to be at about 15:05. Wow, that ball's really being driven all over the court as we speak here. With no team having a clear dominance over control here. It seems to be changing hands pretty rapidly. Although, reasonable to say that most of the time, looks like some questions about whether or not that's a foul. So we got a with pleasure right. It's gonna have to tap back in here. And he does so.
Hey, Joe!
So we got a ref whistleblower here.
Ready? Control!
Fourré au moulin.
Ooh, hard drive by Team with Pleasure. Doesn't quite land. All right, folks, we are just about 5 minutes left to go. We are still at 1-0. 1-0, Team with Pleasure in the lead. Now less than 5 minutes remaining. Once again, only valid goal scored was within the first 2 minutes of this game. We have yet to see either team sink another goal that the referees have considered valid, although there have been a few close calls. Despite that spread, it seems as if Team Dandelion has spent most of this game on the offensive. The vast majority of ball time has been spent with Pleasure goal side. Ooh, that Dandelion goal is left wide open. Just going all out here, no defense.
Bien parlé, Nat, c'est bien. Super, Vincent, ça, c'est propre.
Team with Pleasure Team Dandelion putting serious pressure on that with Pleasure goal. Coming pretty close here. The two-man concentrated effort. Forcing Team with Pleasure to just go into full defense mode.
We need this?
Oh.
I'd like to try to pair the...
Okay.
All right, we are now at 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes remaining. Still at a 1-0, Team with Pleasure in the lead, with now less than 3 minutes remaining to go.
If it's not working, the speaker will...
Oh, Team with Pleasure manages to sink another goal. That was a goal, right?
We got, guys, if we can get that goal.
All right, so that puts us 2-0 with 2 minutes to go. Team with pleasure, clear advantage here.
Regarde, je vois toutes tes forces. Vous êtes devant, rappelez-vous que vous êtes devant, les gars.
Take your time!
Vous êtes devant, vous êtes devant. Allez là, très calme, très calme, très calme. Compte pas vite là, compte pas vite. Ah, c'est pas bon.
Allez deux!
Jette-toi pas trop là, jette-toi pas trop. Super, Nat.
Nice, Nat.
Tombe pas, reste là, Nat, reste là.
We have less than a minute to go now, folks. Less than 1 minute to go. And we are now at 2-1 with Team with Pleasure still in the lead. Less than a minute to go. Ooh, so close. Did we call that? What's the outcome of that? That is a goal? So that puts us at 2-2. My goodness. And the final 45 seconds, we are now tied to go here. All right, folks. Neck and neck here in the final seconds as we approach quickly. 30 seconds remaining. Oh, and we got a with pleasure rider down. Looking to the judges for a call, but they make no call. Stopping the clock here with 22 seconds remaining. Seem to have some differing opinions about what the outcome of that should be. Let's see what happens. Still at 2-2. We'll have 22 seconds left on the clock when we start back up. Not a lot of time. Either team is gonna be hard pressed to put some additional points on the board with that little time remaining. All right, game is on. That clock has started back up. We've now got, and a goal from Team with Pleasure. Wow. My goodness, we are now at 3-2 and 17 seconds to go. Pretty unprecedented here to see that kind of change in the final moments. And the clock starts back up. We have 15 seconds left to go. So put us in the final 10. And now we are at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Team with Pleasure takes that at 3-2. So up next, we've got Team Sophie Hu and Team Bouquet Final. Team Sophie Hu and Team Bouquet Final. And just as a reminder from our teams wrapping up here with Pleasure and Dandelion, we do need some of you to assume referee duties.
Probeer maar die boxjes per.
Ah oui, à la phase de ah, c'est ça qui est beau. Là, c'est le jacuzzi, quoi. Là, c'est le jacuzzi. Bien joué là. Non, on a fait une bonne défense, c'est fou. Et voilà, il joue devant.
So once again, we've got Bouquet Final out there. We need to get Team Sophie Who onto the court. And we need our refs here. So in all honesty, it would really be helpful if we had some goal side refs. Past couple matches, we've had some contested calls here. Just a reminder, Team Sophie Who, we are waiting for you to get on the court. We're running a little behind schedule here, folks, to the tune of about 10 minutes at this point. All right, Team Sophie Who, please make your way onto that court, please. You're out there, get out there. All right, Team Sophie Who, to the courts, please. All right, we got Team Bouquet Final out there. Just wait for Team Sophie Who to get onto the court so we can continue here. We'll just need one of those riders to center line that ball for our starting position here. All right, folks, 10-second warning. Can we get Team Sophie